Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Deer and Grey Dum Spiro Spero album review, or reaction review. Still a reaction, obviously, we never heard it before, but and we're on song number 5 right now, or we're about to be, and yeah, it's very, very long. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. Just one of those.
You got no guts.
Dude, I would sound like a bumbling idiot more than we already do. Well, there's one word you can make out. Dreambox. Right there. I don't know. Hell, it's too long to even show the rest of it.
That's a long title then.
Yeah, a very long title. Yeah, right. Like we said before.
We did figure out his name. It's
Kyo.
Kyo.
I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. And yeah, we also looked. His album was released in 2011.
And I'm ready to get back into this.
Yeah, definitely loving it so far. So.
And as we've said many times with different bands like this, we might not know what they're saying, but I don't care. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And hell, sometimes you don't even need to understand it. You can just feel the emotion, just the music and the vocals. And all right. Oh, and by the way, when we were looking, just one little thing first. When we were looking at who, the names of the band members and stuff, they didn't have anyone saying for who was doing the keyboards or synth or whatever exactly it is. But there's some kind of keyboard or something in this band. You can hear it. I don't know exactly what, but who it was or who it is. But just the site we were looking on didn't say that. So if you guys know, let us know.
Yeah.
And here we go with song number 5.
Looking
Those transitions are insane.
No shit.
I do have to say, I know that one of the comments a while ago talking about this album, it would be a little difficult to get into, they said. Honestly, I'm not having any trouble getting into it. I think if we just
started with it?
Yeah, started with it and didn't hear any, like, other, like, the 2 other songs of theirs or any other of those, like, for example, Deviloof, that was, like, the first, that style J-metal that we've come across before. Just the deep growls, it took me a bit to get into that, but... So I think that's what it means. I think also what they meant was it's kind of all over the place, too. So far, just what, you know, you hear, you're, like, chugging along to a good, steady beat, and then it just out of nowhere starts heavy as hell, screaming, and all kinds of stuff.
Or it's, like, heavy as hell and then goes down to, like, sounds like a keyboard or a piano, and you're just like...
But okay. it definitely works.
And then you go from, like, headbanging to, like, kind of swaying to the music.
Yeah, and then, like, you just, like, kind of, like, what should I do right now? I don't want to headbang because I don't want to throw my headphones off my head.
Yeah, but, exactly.
And sometimes the transition, like, catch you, like, completely by surprise. That's what I know some people think, oh, when the transition isn't set up right, it doesn't work, but these are so sudden, but it still works. At least for me. I know everyone's different with, their tastes,
but a lot of people call us insane anyway, so...
At
least people that I know, they're like, how do you listen to that? It's like, because it's
music I like. That's why I'm like, well, probably, I think we'll be okay with the album because we love diversity and eclecticness in music, and you get plenty of that. This is
definitely.
We just heard song 5. This is going to be number 6.
So yeah, let's get into
Yoko. I don't know how the W sounds, so.
I have no idea.
But
these days I think we gotta learn Japanese.
Yeah, we've said that before. It would be nice. Alright, here we go.
Yep.
That one was too short.
Yes, very.
Especially compared to all the other ones, they've been a little bit longer for the most part. But,
that was probably the one that most people really, really like, and just like most of those other metal bands, the best song that comes out and it's the shortest.
Not sure if we had one asking for that song or not, but
I have no idea.
Doesn't matter. It was awesome. I liked it. Even though,
and I was gonna say this in the last one, but I forgot, or maybe you would just said, "Leah, let's get into this one." I'm like, okay, let's do it, and I forgot about it.
Okay.
But how fast on some of these lyrics, he's like,
oh yeah, definitely.
God damn, and I mean, even metal bands that sing in English that do it, it's just like, how do you not get fucking tongue-tied, especially when you do it live?
Yeah.
And you do it just as fast on the album as you do live, and it's just like...
Well, I guess that's when it pays to rehearse, know your damn songs. That's what I swear, it's the best. It's sometimes the best when the vocalist is also the lyricist, which I know it's this case, at least for this album.
Isn't it lyricist?
I don't care. Well, you say lyric, and so I know, but the English language is all messed up anyways. All the different rules and exceptions to the rules.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, I was gonna say, going into this song, I figured, or the last song, I was going to say, figure that, okay, yeah, since it was so short, it was gonna be one of those, like, probably just one style, or maybe just a couple styles. Literally just every style, like it always is. I mean, including the little bit of creepy element that they have seeming so far throughout this album so far,
and
which
I
is awesome.
love, like, in the last one, and then even the one before that, the one that we just listened to and the one before, that he gets going, like, it's a little deep, then it goes to shrill, and then goes really high shrill when he says the last word of the sentence.
Yeah.
And then he goes to something else, it's just like...
And that part, too...
it's fucking amazing.
I wouldn't even gonna know how to do it, but, like, that, like, the high-pitched scream, and then it, like, I don't know if he did it, or if they did a mixing with it, and it, like, sounded like he was literally being shook for a second, like... That was cool. Just... all, like, and obviously I know we keep talking about the vocals, but the band is awesome as well. All the music is,
and it's crazy. I mean, for this album, a lot of the music, it sounds similar, but they're throwing different stuff in every single song, and it's just like,
I mean, that's definitely why it definitely
for
have
me,
to go with.
I'm kind of baffled, but how it said that it didn't say anything about a keyboardist, but at the same time, I gotta wonder if it is all guitar. But some of the sounds that are coming out of it, it sounds like a keyboard. We're not sure, so if you guys can let us know.
Yeah, we said that before. I don't see how. I mean, I've heard guitars make some weird noises, but
the only other way that the guitars usually have that kind of sound is if it's hooked up to those things that they step.
The wah-wah pedal. No, that's the... Is that what that's called?
It's some kind of pedal, but I think it's also like it's hooked up to a synthesizer, and it just makes all different weird noises.
But you think at the very least it would say the synth then or something.
It's insane the sounds that these guys
are
freaking making.
And one of the subgenre labels for their stuff is experimental.
Definitely.
I was saying before we started this part, might as well just call it avant-garde or something. Just it's so eclectic but awesome, and it's still in the realm of metal, obviously, just because the music's so hard and everything.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you short so you don't forget anything, but
I just saying that I don't think I have anything else. I
guess let's get into this.
Shitataru Moru. This is why I don't try to do them. I think that was okay, but not sure. But alright, here we go.
Alright, let's do it. Another one that was too short.
Yeah. That last part, I don't know. Did that sound like a very out of tune violin at the end too? That last like whatever. I think it was, but maybe not. But it literally sounded like someone trying to tune a violin or something. I don't know if that was his voice doing that or if it was that.
No idea.
That was kind of interesting. That little part that we both chuckled at, I swear it's like, okay, is there like
I did more than chuckle.
A tiny part of like a... Yeah, right.
That was definitely him doing it.
Yeah, I know, but like if you didn't know better, you'd think it was like a woman, like a teenage girl, like singing briefly, like doing a cheer or something. Like I love the whole band's eclecticness.
God, they're nuts.
His vocals definitely make it what it is. The band
that must be one hell of a show to see with these guys.
Oh no shit! We saw that one live song, and that didn't. It had a lot of the elements, but it was mainly clean vocals. There was a few growls here and there, but I'm just loving like even his clean vocals. So much diversity in just the clean vocals. Yeah, I don't know if you call that his normal way, but like the deeper sound.
I have no idea what he originally started off doing.
Even like almost basically soprano opera in there, thrown in there at times. It's awesome, man. I know I keep saying awesome. I sound like an idiot, but I can't think of any other words for it right now.
What the hell number are we on?
I think this will be number 8. Oh no, it hasn't come up yet on there.
But I think it is.
I think we just did number 7. So
yeah.
And this one's a lotus. That's easy enough to pronounce.
What?
Lotus. You know, like the flower.
Oh, lotus.
Lotus. I think that is a flower. I know there's...
Well, there's a purple lotus and I think a white
lotus. But it's still some kind of flower. How do you got anything else, or...
Not that I can think of.
It's just, I know we were repeating ourselves at this time, but it's just... Every time you're like, okay, yeah. You almost just... I don't know if it is more, or just like... Just hearing it again, you're like, oh, it's amazing.
I can't help it. It's
yeah, exactly.
Every friggin' song so far, he throws in something a little different. You're just... And
even if it was something that the vocal-wise already done, it's changed up a little bit. Like, just...
Oh, wait, let's get into this one.
Yeah.
振り返るための傷じゃない今日からまだ波を消せない上見の歌もきっとそれはもう言えないどこかで知りながら降りてく夜が目の前で何もかも済んでるだ熱き泣ける
I hate when songs stop like that.
That one was good.
Yeah, I'd have to say it was probably the most normal.
It was the most calm song.
Yeah, it was the most for them the most normal song of the album so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I would definitely say, at least for the United States, probably the most radio friendly. No idea if there's any swears or anything in it. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
No idea if they actually swear anyways in their songs, but just saying, probably the most radio-friendly song so far. We're halfway through. Well, song-wise, I don't know about length-wise, because this one that just came up is almost 10 minutes. Yeah, what was I going to say?
I don't know, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Like I said, that was the main thing I was thinking while listening to the song, was that it was definitely the calmest. But I have to say, it definitely showcased more of the band a little bit, like especially that guitar that came in at one point. That was awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I don't know.
Like I said, the more normal for them, and what is normal, but. So,
out of all the songs that we've heard so far, yeah, that's probably one of the most normal,
that you'd hear on the radio somewhere, especially a country like the United States, where everything's more mainstream pop, kind of like rock, but it's like whatever, not like metal or anything that much you get on the radio here, unfortunately.
Yeah, exactly.
But. Still, it was definitely an awesome
still
song.
Amazed by his voice. I'm just completely amazed by this entire band in general. The way the sounds that they get, the way they play. And I know, like you said, when you're in studio, you cut. No, let's try it this way.
Yeah, you can.
And then you piece it together, and then get it to the way that you want it for the song.
I honestly picture a lot of even though that wasn't the way it should have went, that sounded great, so let's leave it, kind of thing, because just the different sounds.
When they're in studio, they just do what, and then they'll do a couple different ways, and usually they pick the best one. At least that's how I've seen some bands do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I can picture some parts of the album being they're was it supposed to be that way, but actually that sounded better than I wanted it, so let's leave that, or something like that. I mean, I don't know if that's how I'm sure, and with any band they have times like the. I don't know why I still have these on.
I don't know. I was just getting ready to say something.
Well, because just got into the album. Yeah, we're gonna take another small break now and get back to part 3 in a bit, and till then, see you guys
Later.